Incremental greetings. Let's continue the Supermemo course, the pledgeable expansion. Now it's time to learn about what I call the implicit layout switch. For whatever reason, Supermemo, when you open a window that is not available in the saved layout that you have, it will switch to the, let's say it's the browser, then it will switch to the browser layout without letting you know of such switch. First, let's see what happens with in this part of the Fowl video.
Okay, so we have our item picture, right? And here we actually made the mistake because we can't. Okay, oops.
What happened here now? Some windows have disappeared. Okay, they are back again. What he did is Alt-C to summon the contents window.
I just did Alt-C to have this reappear, and this reappeared for some strange reason.
Not a strange reason. It's because now you satisfy the criteria, and then Supermemo goes again to the layout it had before. Let me actually represent this in my collection. So that's my default layout. Happens to be that I already have this window, but let me close it down, and now I will save it, and as the default as well. Okay, so now I know I don't have the knowledge tree. So what's going to happen if I click contents? It's a mess, right? Let me close it here, and now appears here. Now I leave it here. Do you see it's a mess? So every time that I open that, it will be in a different place. The last place I did. Now if I open something, now it's the browser. How do I know that? Supermemo, the user interface, is telling me that I have the default applied, but it's not. Temporarily, I have the browser layout, this one. And as soon as I close this window, it goes again to the layout. Why? Because now the browser window is no longer open. Then all of the windows that I have open are all of the windows that are present in the layout. In other words, the layout covers all of the windows that are open. As soon as I have a new window that is not covered in the layout, the layout will shift. And there are two reserved. Remember, the browser and the contents. You feel free to have the contents at all times, but you won't have the browser window at all times. So now I will save it again. Layout, save as default. Now I want to call it the same. Oops. Now what happens? If I click contents, it goes to the exact same place. Because in fact, what it's doing is applying the default. So now I have the browser, I don't have the knowledge tree, and I click on contents. It goes to the layout, even though it's still here, the browser. So remember, when you go here, is an explicit change in the layout. Switch. According to the windows you may open, if they are not in your layout, they will do this switch behind the curtains. Counterintuitive. Okay. Welcome to Supermemo. Yep. At least once you know this, that's why I suggest that to have the contents window, unless you're really a pro, that you know all of the ins and outs of Supermemo. So to simplify, I suggest to have it. That's all for now. See you in the next video.